Hello everyone, my name is Yadi Warman with student ID 240103 2030. For today's final assignment, I will be presenting an in-depth analysis of the electrical system in Liberia. Imagine living in a capital city without a functioning national power grid for 10 consecutive years. For the resident of Monrovia, that wasn't an imagination. It was a grim reality following the Civil War from 1989 to 2003. For nearly a decade, Monrovia stood as one of the few capitals in the world to be systematically dark. In Liberia, electricity is more than a commodity. It is a symbol of peace. When the first light flickered back on in 2010, it wasn't just a technical milestone. It was a signal that the war was truly over. Yet, behind the symbolism lies a power system that is unique, fragile, and offers profound lesson for the global energy sector. The management of this grid falls under the Liberia Electricity Corporation, or LEC, unlike utilities in other developing nations that focus on expansion. The LEC was trapped in a mission of recovery for years. Their starting point was absolute zero. Their primary focus was resurrecting what was destroyed before even considering new territories. This is why Liberia's national electrification rate remains among the lowest global. The transmission network is still limited, fragmented, and lack the national interconnection seen in more stabilized developing economy. The heart of the system is the Mount Coffee hydropower plant on the station Paul River. Many believe in the plant suffered only minor damage during the conflict. The reality, it was total annihilation. The turbines, the dam, and the control system were completely looted and stripped, leaving in non-functional for over 20 years. Today, the rehabilitated Mount Coffee is the backbone of Liberia's energy. However, relying on the single source created vulnerability. During the dry season, water level dropped, forcing Liberia the really on expensive, noisy, and full heavy diesel generator, draining the nation foreign reserve for full import. Did you know that electricity in Liberia was once among the most expensive in the world? Tariff that's hike 0.16 USD per kilowatt hour, far exceeding global average. For local, electricity was a luxury beyond reach. Ironically, the LEC faced staggering losses, often exceeding 40% of the power generated. This isn't just a technical issue of old wires. its socio-economic crisis, illegal connection, power theft, and temperate matters are rampant. For major business, hotel and hospitals, the national grid is often viewed merely as a backup. Will they rely on their own massive generator for primary operation? A comparison with Indonesia reveals fascinating contrast. Indonesia is an energy giant with a massive capacity serving hundreds of millions with high stability, particularly on the Java-Bali grid. However, Indonesia remains heavily shackled to coal. This is where Liberia holds an unexpected advantage because they had to rebuild from scratch post-war. Their policy direction is inherently greener. They aren't burdened by a massive domestic coal industry. Instead, they have leapfrogged straight toward renewables like hydro and solar. Furthermore, Liberia saw incredible flexibility in off-grid system, while rural Indonesia often waits for the central PLN grid to arrive. Many Liberian villages go straight to independent solar panels. They are living example of energy decentralization in remote regions. Liberia's hydropower potential is massive enough to export electricity to neighboring countries. Yet, this potential remains locked due to investment constraint and economic stability. Unlike Indonesia, which has a financially powerful state utility, Liberia remains heavily dependent on international aid and foreign investment. However, because the system is smaller, less bureaucratic than Indonesia, Liberia has the opportunity for much faster policy reform. It could serve a real world laboratory for new energy technology without the friction of a massive entrenched bureaucracy. From total darkness to a system that is finally breathing. Liberia's energy journey reflects human resilience. While the capacity is small and the challenges are vast, Liberia proves that renewable energy and decentralized system can be the answer from a nation rising from the ashes. Liberia may still be behind in numbers, but they are rewriting the script on how a nation illuminates its future. Electricity is one of the fundamental pillars of modern society. Nearly all aspects of daily life, education, healthcare, economic activity, and public safety depend on the availability of reliable and affordable power. Without electricity, development slows, inequality depends, and the quality of life deteriorates. However, access to electricity is not
evenly distributed across the world. In many countries, power system remain fragile due to historical conflict, economic limitation, and institutional constraints. For the reason, electricity cannot be viewed solely as a technical issue. It is also a reflection of a nation social, political, and economic trajectory. This discussion examines how a country rebuilt its electricity system of extremely limited condition. Liberia is chosen as a case study because it represents an extreme yet instructive example. A nation forced to reconstruct its power sector almost from zero after years of civil conflict. Simultaneously confronting the demands of development in the era of renewable energy. Liberia's experience offer valuable lesson on resilient energy policy and the future of electricity system in developing countries.